All right. Well, before I get started, I just want to say that before anyone jumps down my throat after you read the title, obviously this is just a rumor. It's not been confirmed yet. It's something that I saw on the internet from an article on Boxing News and Views. Allegedly, they have a source that's saying that Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao is very possible for July of 2019. And also, too, um, the WBC referenced the article from Boxing News and Views, and they actually had a story on it on their website as well. A couple of the smaller websites have picked up this news or rumor, if you will, and they kind of ran with it. Now, I don't know how true this is. Um, Judging by Floyd Mayweather fighting his last fight in Japan with tension, it didn't look like he was that serious about boxing anymore. But Steven Espinosa did also mention that Floyd Mayweather was serious about fighting Manny Pacquiao again during the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder promotion. He also was, he was interviewed there and he was, was asked a question about it. And he said that Floyd is very serious about fighting Manny Pacquiao in 2019. So, this is kind of weird because it's almost like everyone's just taking a shit on Adrian Broner, like he's an afterthought, like Manny Pacquiao is just supposed to steam roll through Adrian Broner, and I'm kind of guilty of that. I don't see any conceivable way that Adrian Broner can win that fight. He's never knocked out a top level opponent at welterweight or even at 140 really, and at 147. Outside of knocking Sean Porter down, he's really never significantly hurt a welterweight before. And because of his economic style and him just kind of laying in the pocket and waiting in the cut, so to speak, trying to suck fighters into counters and being very economical with his offense, a guy like Manny Pacquiao, even as advanced as he is, he's always been a pretty prolific offensive machine. He's always thrown a lot of punches in his fights, except for that Mayweather fight. Other than that Mayweather fight, he's thrown a lot of punches, and he's always been active. So I don't see a way that Broner can win that fight. But I mean, just to already start talking about Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao's name was brought up by Brian Custer when he asked Adrian Broner, what do you think about Manny Pacquiao? A lot of people are talking about this rematch with Mayweather. And Adrian Broner kind of got pissed off. He felt disrespected. But I think a lot of people aren't giving him much of a chance in this Pacquiao fight. And I'm one of them. So I think it's very interesting that this rumor has been floating around. I know it's been talked about last year at around September. I know Mayweather mentioned that he wanted to fight Pacquiao again in a rematch. What do you guys think? Do you think that this fight actually comes off? Because it's kind of ironic how the first fight came about. People, both sides and people on both camps were kind of going back and forth, didn't seem to be able to get anything done. And then Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao met in Los Angeles at a basketball game, and they actually, exchanged numbers, and they met up later that evening and went to a hotel room and started talking. Well, lo and behold, yesterday during a LA Clippers game, I think it was a Filipino appreciation night or something like that. Manny Pacquiao was at the game. Floyd Mayweather was at the game. Both fighters, both men, actually, Pacquiao walked up to Mayweather, and both guys talked, and they had a conversation. Whether or not they talked about a potential fight, I don't know. It didn't seem like they really were, in an in-depth conversation. Manny Pacquiao just walked over and said hi to Mayweather. Mayweather smiled, shook his hand. But it's kind of ironic. That's how the first fight came about. That was, how after years of negotiation, both guys finally met face to face, and they were able to, get the ball rolling for their first fight, and they were able to get it done. So it's just kind of a deja vu type thing that both guys met up again at a basketball game, and the next day, people are already talking about and releasing articles about the rematch being probable for July. So I don't know what you guys think about this. I kind of have a feeling that the fight may happen, depending upon how Manny Pacquiao looks against Adrian Broner, because definitely Manny Pacquiao has lost a step, but has he lost enough of a step where Mayweather feels comfortable fighting him again and feels confident that he would, win the rematch? Because Mayweather has to feel pretty close to 95% that he could beat somebody before he signs at this stage of his career. I'm not saying that's how he always looked at it, but it seems as though he's very calculated in how he selects his opponents now, and kind of understandably so. I mean, the guy's 42 years old. Manny Pacquiao's 40. But thing is, Manny Pacquiao's been active. Floyd hasn't. Um, Manny Pacquiao didn't look great against Jeff Horn, but he looked okay against Lucas Matisse. Styles make fights. How he matches up with Adrian Broner, that remains to be seen. But I think he matches up very well against Adrian Broner. So I'm curious to see if he'll be able to knock out Adrian Broner like he was able to knock out Lucas Matisse, because Adrian Broner is pretty sturdy, pretty durable. Does get hit, but he's always been able to kind of hang around and hang in there. But has he ever been in there with a guy like Manny Pacquiao, who just is like a swarm of bees when it comes to attacking his opponent? The guy just is all over you. And again, I think the speed, the power, and the volume, all three combined, are going to be very problematic for Adrian Broner. So if Manny Pacquiao looks like a superstar against Adrian Broner, will that affect Floyd Mayweather's decision in taking on a rematch with Manny Pacquiao? Let me know what you guys think. I think this is kind of interesting. Both guys met up yesterday. It's kind of a weird coincidence, so to speak, in my opinion. But let's see if these rumors come to fruition. Again, they're just rumors. Um, the World Boxing News and Views website said they have a source. I'd love to know who that source is. But Stephen Espinosa did kind of confirm that he's had conversations with Floyd Mayweather around September of last year, and Floyd did show interest in fighting Manny Pacquiao again, and Espinosa did say he was serious about it. So I would like to think that we could take Espinosa at his word. He's been pretty reliable, and he's been pretty responsible when it comes to releasing information. He doesn't just spout out things without obviously having facts to back it up. So I'm just curious what you guys think, and I'm just curious to see how this plays out later in the year. And I'm just curious to see if Manny Pacquiao will look spectacular against Adrian Broner. I think he'll definitely win the fight, but will the fight be competitive at all? Will it be enough to scare Floyd Mayweather away or entice Floyd Mayweather into the rematch? All right, guys, that's all I have for now. So next time, talk to y'all soon, and make sure you check out the Ringside Reporter podcast this Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Eastern time, because there's a PPC card that starts at 8. And we want to make sure we get out of there in time so everyone could watch the fight, and as well as we could watch the fight. So we'll be previewing Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao. We'll be talking about that fight, and you guys are welcome to call in and join in and give us your opinions on that fight, and give us your opinions on this topic if you want as well. All right, guys, until next time, Beaver's out. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day, and peace.